Hello everyone, welcome to my jungle story. I'm Jacqueline, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you an update on the plants that I rescued 3 months ago. So yes, let's get into it. First off, I want to say if you haven't watched the previous video, I will link it down below where I show you the plants that I rescued and the plants that I bought. I do want to give you a little heads up. There were some issues with that video. Something happened with the editing and the picture, and I don't know. It just wasn't one of my best videos. But the most important part is the plants. You do get to see the plants there of what they look like before. So yeah, if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and watch that first. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the plants that I bought because, well, they've not really done a whole lot. I mean, it only has been 3 months, but they're doing pretty well, and some of them are not. So I'm just gonna start off. And you know what, I'm just going to start off with the bad. I'll start off with the bad and I'll end with the good. Wow. It feels like just yesterday I was filming my video of the plants that are not doing well in my collection. And if you've watched that video, she looked a lot better than this. She's already looking even worse. All of these leaves are going to die off. Yeah, my plan with her is to just chop all the leaves off. And I do see something happening there. But I'm thinking that these types of begonias, that they had a little bit of a fungal issue going on. So better safe than sorry. I'm just going to cut off all these leaves. And yeah, it's really sad, really sad that she's looking like this, because she was looking so beautiful and so full. But I will get her back to that. I will. I'm determined to. I'm not giving up on her. Next up, I want to say this is bad, but, well, I mean, I guess it kind of is, because she doesn't have any of the original leaves anymore. But this is the alocasia sinuata. That is all she is at the moment. I don't think you can actually even see any roots. Yeah. I think it was also my last video that I said that the sinuata is one of the alocasias that I'm struggling with in pond. I think that we're just letting it dry out a little bit too much, or the water reservoir is too full. I don't know. I need to still figure out what their deal is. But she's giving me new growth. And actually, when I repotted the sinuata from soil to pond, and usually I don't do any transitioning there from soil to pond. I do that now. Ever since this plant, actually, I do put them in water first. I actually really want to try, what's that like black stuff called? I think it is stratum. I think it's called that. I really want to try that, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to get my hands on that here. I've not really looked into it that much, but it's not something that I've seen in Belgium anyway. But I do want to try that, because I have seen online that people transferring from soil to stratum to pond, that the transition is really works really well. So I do want to try that. But yeah, this one going from soil to pond just did not like it. She throwed a fit. I think I even made a short about it, about what she looked like literally in the space of a week. She just dropped all of her leaves. And yeah, just really sad, because she was beautiful. And she had a lot of corms as well. Only one corm has done anything and already has a beautiful leaf. So I am so glad that I have a backup. But she's doing something, so I am happy about that. But yeah, a little bit of a drama queen. Okay, this stunning one. Oh, I'm so happy I have this one in my collection. This is the aglaonema cutlass. She doesn't really, I mean, I watched that video back, like before I've started filming this. She hasn't really grown that much. I don't know. She does give me a lot of new leaves. I actually recently potted her up because I was giving her water every 3 days. She was drying out so incredibly quickly. And I can already see, I put her in like just my basic chunky soil mix that I make. And I can already see I don't know if you're gonna be able to see some roots happening there. But yeah, such an easy plant. So easy. So easy. And so beautiful. I love the cutlass. It's definitely one that will stay in my collection for as long as she wants to stay in my collection. But she's beautiful. I love the aglaonema cutlass. So yeah, that's her. And then the maranta fascinator. She's grown quite a lot. So all of this growth down here, that's all new. She's bloomed for me. I love the blooms. I don't know if you can. The blooms are so pretty. It doesn't want to. There you go. It's so pretty. She's bloomed for me a couple of times. Yeah, given me loads of new growth. I'm going to chop her after this video because I want it to be more full at the top. But see if I can show you. Don't focus on my face. All of those roots, can you see that? Okay, it's typical that most of the roots, and I just filled up the water reservoir, that's just typical, isn't it? Can you see that? All of those roots? That's insane. She loves pon, loves pon. This is the coarse semi-hydro mix from Soil Ninja. That's the one that I always use. Yeah, loves it, absolutely loves it. She has not given me any. I actually only recently noticed this little bit of browning, but I think that's when I let her dry out for a little bit too long. But for the rest, she's so easy. She's giving me new growth here. Yeah, really beautiful and easy. I never used to be able to keep marantas, never. I always used to struggle, and ever since I started putting them in semi-hydro, they've been loving it because I have my maranta light veins also in semi-hydro. She's giving me a lot of browning at the moment, but that's my own fault. That's just due to watering. It's gone from being really cold to really hot really quickly, and the adjustment period for me with watering is a little bit of a learning curve, okay? I'm gonna show you the other plants, the other new plants that the other plants that I purchased, how they're doing, but I don't want to take them out of their spot because it's a little bit of a thing taking them out of the spot. So I'm just gonna show you. Okay, this is the orchid that I got for Valentine's Day, which is my Valentine's Day present. You actually can't really see her because my mycans is growing over her. I'll see if I can. Can you see that? I don't know. I'll have to zoom in if I can. But she does have one more bloom here that's going to open. Or is it going to open? No, oh no, that's an old bloom. Oh, there you go, it came off. Yeah, she's giving me a little bit new growth here as well. These were two pieces that I did. Oh, wait, I'm going to put her back because the mycans is kind of out of control at the minute. She's even, oh my word, she's growing in the moss pole. No. Yeah, I'll link that video down below as well, but I made out of the two new plants that I bought, out of the orchid and the crocodyllus fern, I made these like wall mounts, and I'm loving them. I am absolutely loving them. I like just having two. I was thinking of getting more, or making more, but I'm pretty happy with the two because the maintenance for them is a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit of, how can I say this? It's an adjustment. It was definitely in the beginning, both of them dried out very quickly. They dry out very quickly, which is normal. I mean, it's just sphagnum moss around the outside, and that does dry out very quickly if it doesn't have anything keeping in moisture. It's just drying out almost every single day. So in the morning, when I have my morning coffee, I just walk around and I have this little water bottle, this little spray bottle, and I just spray both of them, and I just keep that here. And I do that every morning, and it's honestly, I love it. I love having it part of my routine. So yeah, that's the orchid. She's doing great. She bloomed for such a long time. She's actually I think the last time I saw blooms falling off was about a week ago. So yeah, bloomed really long. I actually don't know how long orchids usually bloom for, but I feel like three plus months, that's a long time for them to bloom. And then going over here, yeah, there is the crocodyllus fern, also doing really well. She looks really nice and green now because she just recently had a watering. So what I do with both of them is I take them down twice a week. Now with the warmer temperatures, I've been taking them down twice a week, and I just soak them. I have like this what is it, like a little small little like basin. I fill that up. I add my fertilizer as well, because otherwise if I use that spray things, they never get fertilizer. But I fill them up, I add fertilizer, and I just soak them in there for an hour. Or what's also really nice is I just take them outside and I just spray them off. But I do make it a thing of once a week doing that with fertilizer, because otherwise I will forget. I won't fertilize them, and yeah, they'll just end up. I do definitely think that displaying plants like this, that you are kind of, I don't know, you're not really giving them the, I don't know, I feel like they are getting a little bit of a setback. They've definitely had a setback because it's not something that they're used to. This one's not really, I've only noticed now in this last month that she started giving me new growth there. But before that, she never really gave me new growth. It was definitely an adjustment, like I said, to keep up with the watering and all that. But yeah, that's her. Love her. Love both of them. I love those two pieces. I'm really happy that I did that. Another one that I bought was, I don't know what the lighting is going to be like. It's going to be pretty rubbish, but I bought this variegated string of hearts. She is all the way down the bottom here. Behind, yeah, I've done that because she's bloomed and all the blooms keep on falling off, and my daughter is crawling around and pulling herself up a lot lately. So I just did that. I only did that yesterday because she was eating the blooms. So I cleaned it up and I just put that there because I want to chop both of them anyway, because the growth down there is so incredibly small, and it's actually even blooming down there, which is also amazing. But it's very small if you compare to these leaves, and down there it's a huge difference. I just want to trim them and I want to make her a little bit fuller, but she has grown a lot. Like definitely watch that video, then you would have seen how much she's grown, but she's done amazingly. I didn't actually know how much these could bloom, the string of hearts, but oh my word, they've gone insane. Definitely also not easy keeping up with the watering. Right now I could probably give them water every single day. This is a south facing window, so when the sun is out, I mean today it's an overcast day, thank goodness, because otherwise I don't even think I would be able to film this video. But when the sun is blazing in here, it's very, very hot, and I do have to water them a lot. I actually keep them in a very dense mix, because if I kept them in my normal chunky mix that I make myself, then I think they would dry out way too quickly. But yeah, really, really happy. Okay, again, sorry for the, maybe I can adjust it slightly, the exposure. Are you going to be able to see it? Sort of, that might be a little bit dark. But that is the argyraes that I bought. She's also grown a lot. She just loves this spot. This is north facing, and yeah, she's grown so much. She didn't even have like any trailing parts before when I bought her. She was just kind of full at the top, and she's very, very full at the top. She had a lot of cuttings in that part that I bought her in, but yeah, she's so happy here. She gets a tiny, tiny bit of morning sun. I did notice in the beginning that there was a little bit, like the leaves were a little bit discolored, but she bounced back from that and she's doing really well. I do have to water her a lot, I have noticed. She's really, really happy here, giving me so much new growth. Growth is slightly getting smaller. I mean, she's getting enough light, but I think that also might be due to me with the watering. I said in my last video as well that I've really been struggling with keeping up with watering. So yeah, but very, very hardy plant, very, very easy. And then while we're here, I'll show you the other plant. Okay, I think you can see her. But yeah, that is I'll put the name on screen. Is it asplenium something? She actually lived in my bathroom for a very, very long time. What I noticed was I kept on forgetting to water her because she was on top of a cupboard as well. And yeah, it's just when plants are higher up, I do have a hard time with that. It is an adjustment period, and especially when they're upstairs, that's even more difficult. But she's doing really, really well out there. She doesn't get any sun there either. And she's given me, since she's only been out there for maybe about 3 weeks, she's given me probably a leaf a week. She loves it outside. I've only started doing this when the temperatures, it doesn't go below 12 degrees at night. That's when I started putting her out there. At first I actually just put her out there for Matteo's birthday party for a little bit of like I needed something full and big, and I put her there, and then I was going to bring her back in there, but I actually kind of forgot her, and it was really, really warm then, and yeah, loving it, absolutely loving it. She's really, really happy there. I did also notice that she had scale upstairs. It's the first time that I've ever had scale. It wasn't bad at all. There was only like 2 on there, and I just scraped them off, and I've been keeping an eye on her since then, and I've not seen it come back. But yeah, she's really happy out there. Okay, so those are all the plants that I bought. A little update on them. Most of them are doing really, really well, apart from the very sad begonia, but I'm persevering. I'm not going to give up. Okay, the plants that I rescued. I have to say, I feel like it's 50-50. Okay, so I'm going to start off with, let's start with the good, let's start with the good. This one is probably done the best. I'll put the name on screen, which exact one it is, because I had 2 epiphyllums that I rescued. One is a cutting, the crinkly one. That one still looks exactly the same, but it has a lot of roots. So I propagated that in water. It's still in water, but it just has a lot of roots, but it's not really done much. So there's not really much of an update on that one. It looks exactly the same. But this one was looking very sad. It was tangled. There were pieces falling off, and all of those pieces, I propagated them in water. They all rooted really well and really, really quickly, actually. And yeah, this is what she is. So I just keep on filling her up. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I'm going to turn the camera so I don't have to. Yeah, you can kind of see it better like that. But yeah, I love these cute little, it's so cute, all the new growth, like the red tips and everything. She's doing really well, really well. I cannot believe her growth. Really happy with this one. There were a lot of cuttings. Not all of them survived. All of them did root, but when I placed them back into the pot, I think there were two cuttings that didn't make it, that they just kind of fell out. And I kind of noticed it very quickly, like the leaves go very wrinkly and yeah. But she's giving me a lot of new growth. I can show you the roots. I do have to be careful because it's not that long ago that I potted up some more cuttings actually. But yeah, she's rooting really, really well in there. She's really happy. Yeah, I'm very impressed by this plant. I'm not a very big epiphyllum girl, I guess. But since I rescued this one, actually, I did a little bit of research on them, and I fell in love with the epiphyllum red tip. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me not that long ago post a story on the new growth that she's given me in my south-facing window. I just recently put her there. Wow, she's gone insane. She's gone absolutely insane. And have I bought another epiphyllum?
A few moments later.
I don't know if I did. Did I? Wow, you have too many plants if you can't. I think I do, but I can't think of it straight away. But anyway, yeah, rescuing this one, this beauty, has made me fall in love with epiphyllum. Like I love her. I cannot wait for her to get like big and full. But she's giving me really great growth now. Again, since I've put her on my south-facing window. So I've been doing a lot of research when it comes to my south-facing window, because my Hoyas, my epiphyllum, my cacti, my succulents, wow. I've had the most amazing growth on them. I'm thinking that one of my next videos is going to be an update on my collection, because I'm blown away by the plants on my south-facing window. It's just blown me away. So yeah, that is her. I went on a little bit of a rant there, but I do love the epiphyllum genus. I think they're just so beautiful. You would have seen this in my last video. This is the aglaonema silver queen. She's not done anything. Yeah, that's it. Not done anything. There are roots, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see there. Can you see? Sort of there. Is it that there? Yeah. So yeah, she's rooting. She was in water for a very, very long time. I probably should have potted up sooner. But I wanted her to grow a lot of new roots until, aglaonema are typically quite slow. And yeah, I just wanted her to root a little bit more. And she gave me a lot of roots in there. And then I potted her up in here. This leaf has not really come back. She's starting to curl. It is the oldest leaf. Like if you see the growth pattern, the way the aglaonema grows, it is the leaf on the outside, so it's the oldest leaf. And I'm going to be naughty. I don't see anything happening in there. Is that a bump? I think that might be a bump of something. Yeah, I really want a big... Sorry, that's my dishwasher. My daughter has a little bit of a panic attack when it comes to the dishwasher. I don't know why. She's going through like a leap of something. So yeah, that is that in the background. So I have to put it on when she's napping. But that might have woken her up a little bit. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, not doing much. Not really much to say about her. This is the Haworthia, what is it? The Haworthia spider white. That's what it is. I always get the two mixed up. She is, I'm tugging out a little bit because I'm always, oh, there's roots there. Yeah, there's roots there. Very small, but anyway. She's also bloomed for me. It happened very, very quickly. I honestly didn't actually even notice it. She got this really long, and there were so many flowers on it. It was actually, I should have taken a picture. But yeah, she's given me a lot of new growth in the center here. But she's just, I don't know, I love her. And ever since I've put her on the south-facing window, she gets like these cute little pink tips. Oh, so cute. But I love her. I think she looks so unique. I've not really seen a Haworthia like this in the garden center. Yeah, love her. She's doing really, really well. Very happy also on the south-facing window. Then, oh wait. Okay, I forgot this one. Bromelia, vriesea, no, it's something bromelia. Yeah, she doesn't really look any different. The only difference that I did was I potted her up. She has a lot of roots. Bromelia roots are really weird. Yeah, there's a lot of roots, but you're not going to be able to pick that up on camera. They're very, very weird. They have weird roots. But yeah, there's two in here. There is like old growth that is dying off. And she's looking a bit like skinny. She could be a little bit fuller. I did just recently water her, so she can be very temperamental, but I love the leaves on this one. It's so like cool looking, and I like her in this cute little pot. So yeah, not really done much either, but I think it's a success. She's doing very well. So she lives in our like the room before my potting room, where we have the glass roof thing. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I have a thrip on my thumb. Can you see that? Can you see it moving? Oh my word, did that just come from the bromelia? Does she have thrips? It is very hard to see pests on this plant. I think she might have thrips. Oh yeah, she has thrips. Oh my word, it's on the pot. Oh my word. Okay, no, she's going outside. She's going outside. Okay, that was scary. I took my t-shirt off and I shaked it off and everything so that I don't have any on me. You know when you get like that heat flush sort of thing? Wow. Okay, I really hope. Oh, she was standing next to... Oh, she was standing next to this. This better not get thrips. Okay. It's okay. This is the string of pearls. So this is one that I did not include in that video. And I'm really sad that I didn't, because it was also one that I rescued. There were small little cuttings, and I think there were 3 cuttings, and each of them only had about 4 or 5 pearls on them. And I just placed them on top of the soil. And this is what she, okay, I'm gonna move it on. This is what she's looking like. Oh, look how full that is. Oh my word. This one and the epiphyllum is probably doing the best, because I cannot believe that I own a full string of pearls like this. I never thought that I was going to be able to own a plant like this again. I've tried the string of pearls. This is probably my 4th attempt. And when I saw those cuttings, they were lying on the floor. They had fallen off from one of the plants that had come in. And I just picked them up and I brought them home and I stuck them on top of this. This is the begonia mix that I made in my repot 10 baby plants with me video. I'll link that one down below, but that's the mix that's in here. I had some left over and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use that. I didn't want the cuttings to dry out, so I was kind of rushing. And then I didn't include them in the video. Oh, I wish I did. But yeah, she has done amazingly. Let's see if I can snip all that. But look at those roots. I'm so impressed by this plant and I'm in love with it. I just think it's such a beautiful plant. It's just one of those plants that, you know, when you're like a kid and you draw plants or whatever, it is something that it's something that I would draw. It just looks so cute. And that new growth is just so adorable. Yeah, I'm so happy with this one. Things that I've done differently with the string of pearls this 4th time around now is I've put it in a clear pot so that I can see when I need to water it, because I used to overwater it. And I also have her in my cabinet right at the top. She's on a little shelf, a little personal shelf just for her. Right, she's about that. Yeah, let me give you a more accurate shot, but she's about that far away from the grow light. That's what I've done differently. And that's my result. In just 3 months' time, I have this beautiful, and she's giving me really, like, some of these pearls are so big. Yeah, love her. Okay, another one that I rescued, which I also showed actually in my last video, is I always get the naming wrong for this one. Alocasia, zebrina, Siberian tiger. That's what it is. She's given me since that video this new leaf and this new leaf. Both of them do have quite a lot of damage. So she's had thrips twice and she's had spider mites once. That's all of that damage that you can see on there. That's actually mainly from thrips. She has this cute little baby down here. But yeah, she does. Her roots are looking kind of a little bit, I think I might have let her dry out a little bit too much. But those are the roots. Considering that 3 months ago she did not have a root system, she was just this, and all of the roots around the corm had completely rotted away. Yeah, this plant was completely rotten. And she had 3 leaves. This is the last original leaf that she had. You can see it's starting to kind of, yeah, it's eventually going to die off. I did have another one here that you would have seen in my last video. I cut that one off because she was just drooping away. And yeah, this is the last leaf that she gave me. So yeah, size is not amazing, but I mean, if you think about it, she didn't have a root system. She had 3 big leaves like this to support. It's normal, you know, it's perfectly normal. But I feel like it's a pretty, I mean, she's not looking very great. I feel like she's not doing very well considering that she has had a lot of pests. But I'm still happy that within that time, she's given me these 2 leaves and she's shown me progress with her root system. So I am really happy about that. Okay, last up are 2 plants that unfortunately did not survive. And that is, funny enough, my 2 syngoniums. So I had a Syngonium Winlandii and a Syngonium confetti, and both of them died. The confetti had this plastic doming around it. It was mainly just to protect my other plants because she had a big infestation of pretty much every pest that you can have on a plant. She had it. So I had that around her, but I started noticing some molding issues and some fungal issues, so I took the plastic off. And as soon as I took the plastic off, a week later, she had no more foliage. It was all gone. I did leave the pot for a while because there were some times where I thought that she was reshooting and something was happening. But yeah, she was just not, I mean, there was nothing really to see anymore. She had nothing to grow from. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have her anymore. Is that the 3rd confetti that I've had that has died in my care? I don't know why, but Syngoniums did not like me. They do like me now. Ever since I have given the Soil Ninja Syngonium mix a try, they love it. So obviously the soil mix that I was making for them was not the right fit for them. And yeah, I mean, buying a specific soil mix for a specific genus can sometimes be a little bit more on the expensive side, but I don't have a lot of Syngonium. I right now only have 3, I think. I have my elbow, my white butterfly, and my mottled. I think that's all that I have. Yeah, I only have those 3, so it was fine buying the bag. But they love it in there. Absolutely love it. So yeah, the mix that I was using for them was obviously not suitable. Yeah, the Syngonium Winlandii, I did the exact same thing. It just rotted down and it just kind of died. There was nothing really left to salvage there. I did for a very, very long time just have like a little stem, but didn't do anything. And eventually when I tugged at her a little bit, she just turned to mush. Yeah, and it was game over for that plant, unfortunately. So I don't have those 2 Syngoniums anymore. But I don't think I'm going to try it again with the confetti, to be honest. I think I'm a little bit traumatized by that Syngonium. But I do want to give the Winlandii another go. But I think I will probably try with a little bit of a bigger plant. Because the Syngoniums that I have, the white butterfly I bought was quite big already. And the mottled and the elbow was also a cutting, but I had that in sphagnum moss for a very, very long time. And she had a lot of roots. So she had a very well-established root system. And the mottled, I have cut that one up so many times. That one just seems to like me. I've never really had an issue with it, but I think it was specifically that particular soil mix that I made that was a little bit too dense and not as well draining as it probably would have liked. So yeah, I think that's where I went in wrong. But the Winlandii, I definitely want to give another try. But yeah, those are all the plants that I rescued and I bought. A little update on them and how they're doing. Yeah, like I said, I think one of my next videos is going to be an update on my collection, because the last time I did an update was, I feel like it was ages ago. Maybe it was 2 months ago. I don't know. But a lot has happened in that time. A lot has happened. A lot of things in my home have also actually happened. I don't know if you watched my plant chores video when I was rambling on about the computer corner that I changed. You would have seen in this video the corner that I showed you when I showed you the crocodyllus, the computer's standing there now. So a lot has changed, so I definitely need to give some updates. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this inspired you to also rescue some plants, because I feel like, because the plants that I've rescued are so incredibly rewarding and they have brought me so much joy. Yes, like the alocasias, they have given me a little bit of a headache, I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like maybe a year from now, if I look at that alocasia zebrina siberian tiger, I want a big, full, beautiful one. So I'm going to do my best. I really am going to do my best. And the epiphyllum, I hope that this time next year she's going to be nice and big and full. But yeah, I'm still a little bit jittery about those thrips that I saw that was crawling on me. Yeah, I hope that I'm not going to have another thrip infestation. I really hope not. And they were the black thrips, so they were the adult form of thrips. Ugh. I brought that plant back into the potting room and I sprayed her down straight away with the treatment that I use. So hopefully I am going to have to spray down all of the other plants on the shelf that she's on. But that back door is always open to that room that they stay in. So yeah, they could have easily just flown in. It's just, yeah, it's unfortunately, or my dog could have even brought them in, you know, it's just that time of year, unfortunately, for the pests. But anyway, I'm rambling on. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Rescue some plants. It's very, very rewarding. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I post new videos every single week. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know about any plants that you have rescued, how they're doing, any tips for any of the plants. I feel like in my last video, I've gotten a lot of helpful tips for the begonias that I am going to try and implement some of them. Also the philodendron verrucosum. I'm gonna try and implement that tip definitely. But yeah, leave any tips down below, or even if you just want to say hi or talk about the plants that you've rescued. I love chatting with you guys, and I will see you in the next video.